What has been the most challenging interview that you have made so far up to this time, knowing that most personalities will come in the future? Hashtag greatness.
Challenging interview. One? She wanted one? The most challenging?
What has been the most challenging interview that you've had that you made up to this
most
point?
challenging. I'd say Sadhguru was probably the most challenging. One, so why? I mean, it was in person, so that's always a little more stressful. He really wanted it to be outside. You know, he loves nature and just wanted the energy, and so he really wanted to be outside. But it was March, right, in Canada. It's cold, and he wanted the spot by the lake. So you know, here in Toronto we have a lake, and
cool breeze.
Yeah, it's a really cold breeze. And then what? Then he ended up being a little late. He was coming from another event. He had only so much time in Toronto. But as a result of that, I was standing there outside freezing while we waited for him, because there was no indoor spot there, and it's hard to kind of go back to the car or anything, right? It was just the nature of where we were in this park to be able to make it happen. So if you watch the interview, I'm sniffling a whole bunch during it because I am cold. I am cold. That plus, he's not the typical person who I would have on, so it's a much more spiritual angle. And I knew his content, but I didn't know it, super duper well. So I just don't know where it's gonna go, and so I'm worried about it not going super well. Now, I've never had an interview bomb, right? The interview went great. He was amazing. Super grateful for the time he gave, because that was his last stop before going home. So I was, very happy about that. Thankful to him for that. But I've been nervous a whole bunch. I was nervous for Tony Robbins. I was nervous for Matthew McConaughey. That was just last week or 2 weeks ago, right? It's not like something way in the past. I was nervous for all that stuff. I was nervous for Dan Pena. Dan Pena made me really nervous.
Yeah, he's yeah.
But the thing with Dan Pena is, like, he's great at wearing the skin too. Like, I don't know if you guys don't know Dan Pena. He bills himself as the tough love business guy. So not what you necessarily want to hear, but what you need to hear. And he'll yell and freak out and swear and berate people. Like that's his way of showing love. And so I was super nervous. Like, I don't like confrontation. Like, I don't want to say the wrong thing to this guy and have him freak out and leave the show. But he was super cordial, super nice. Didn't get angry once, didn't swear once. And that was because that's the energy that I was giving off for the interview too. I wasn't trying to get him in a gotcha moment, or I wasn't trying to get him all riled up and angry to kind of get that soundbite. So they've always worked out, but yeah, Sadhguru at the top and then those ones underneath would be the most nerve-wracking going in.